Go. Hey! My name is Johan, and I am the product manager for Merging Technologies for the Ovation media server and sequencer. And today I'm going to be showing you a very quick overview of what Ovation can provide as an audio playout and control playout device, as well as our control and integration with a system called DataTon Watchout, which is a video server for multi-display playouts of video. Yeah? So first off, the Ovation interface is set up as a standard queue sequencer. And by standard queue sequencer, I mean we have a list where we can insert audio cues or control cues to play out information into a live environment. At that very base, a cue is a piece of audio. Now that audio can be mono, it can be stereo, it can be an MP3, it can be a WAV, it can be any file type you want. It can also be any sample rate you want. And you can just place it in either by opening up a Windows Explorer, going into music, going into here and choosing a piece of music, or by using our integrated browser tool, which allows us to go into anywhere we want and to choose and drag and drop files into our playlist. So very, very easy to get the information into Ovation. Once we have the information in, we can then use our editing to edit in start points with fades and fade outs, and then play it back. Nice and simple, yeah? If we want to do additional editing, we also have integrated into the same system. If I press edit, I get up here on another screen, I can show that I have an edit surface inside Ovation using our Pyramix digital audio workstation. So once I have my cue in here, I can highlight the middle, I can cut it out, I can push in for a crossfade, I can do gains to allow me to change the levels. I can even go in, choose different bits of media, where are we here? Right. And bring in additional tracks of audio. So I can do multi-track events. When I'm happy with what I have, I can then send it back into Ovation as a new cue. And now we can see back down here, I now have a 6-track audio solution, 6 tracks of audio playback. So this can be a full track. This can be up to 384 tracks wide. So you can create an entire world of audio and place it into a single cue. Yeah, very, very simple and very good for live events. So you can imagine a concert, maybe with 64 tracks of audio and one button to play all of it back. Very, very simply. Yeah? Within the queue, we can create what are called rules. The rules are very, very important because they allow us to do very specific things with a cue. So for instance, right here, I've got a bit of audio and I want to play this back, but I want to allow it to loop. So if I play this back here, I can press play and it stops. But if I go into my cue properties and I say fire itself when ending. So when it gets to the end, start again. So now, yeah? So now it'll just loop and loop and loop and loop until I stop it. What I can do now though is I'm going to insert another cue and I'm going to call this loop. Make it 1 hour. So now in here, I'm going to change that rule to say fire itself when ending, but only if my cue that is called loop is fired. So I'm going to modify the rule. So now I'm going to press play on this and it stops. But now if I press play on that and play on this one, oh, 1 sec. Basically what I get is I can have the loop occurring again and again and again, even though, and then when this cue stops, that cue will stop again. Yeah, very, very nice. So it allows for interactivity. So you can imagine in a live concert where you've got 24 tracks of audio playing back, if there's a middle section, a chorus, that they want to repeat, all they need to do is press that button and it will repeat the chorus line until they're ready to say stop, and then it will continue on through the song. Yeah? So it allows for interactivity to be placed within the session itself. We also do control information. So we can play back audio, that's fine. But we can also then play back timecode. So we can send timecode out to allow control of a DAT machine or another video device, whatever it might be. We can put out MIDI commands, so we can send a program change to a console or a lighting console or anything really. But very also importantly, we can send out TCP/IP commands. And TCP/IP commands allow us to control interesting devices like the watchout, which we'll see in a second. Yeah? We can also receive all of this information back in. So we can allow a cue to be fired by a MIDI command or by timecode or by a TCP/IP command string as well. Yeah? All of this makes Ovation very easily controllable, not only by an operator on the screen, but by a performer on stage or another person working in the production. To the end of that, the one other feature that we have, which is very interesting, is we allow for control of Ovation through a web browser. So here I have Google Chrome. And in Google Chrome, I've put in an IP address and a port. And this then allows me to control the entire Ovation show through a web page. So this could be an iPad, an iPhone, another laptop, anything connected on the network. And this then allows me to make the robot play. And there the robot comes. Yeah? It allows me to then start music playing back. But all again through a web interface. So because this is just JavaScript, you can also design your own web page and input the control information into that. So you can have a branded interface for a museum or a theme park and put it into a web page, which can then be used by anybody. Yeah? So very, very interesting there. So finally, getting to the idea of controlling, what we're also showing here is a control of the product called Watchout by a company, DataTon AB, from Sweden. What DataTon Watchout is, in a very simplistic way, is it's a multi-display video playout server. It allows for lots and lots of tools which allow you to control video very easily, the way that Ovation is able to control the audio. Yeah? And what we have in here is we have, again, just buttons which are using TCP/IP commands to control the Watchout system in its entirety. So, for instance, I have an Ovation demo button which is going to turn off my Ovation screen. So I can bring that back, again, just by clicking the button, and it brings back an overlay of a live input. I can then pause the entire show. I can bring the robot up. I can make the robot shoot something. And all of this, again, from within the same interface as all of our audio and control playout for an environment. All of this comes together to really provide a system which, for broadcast, for installation, for AV, it makes it simple, it makes it easy, but it also makes it incredibly powerful and flexible to control the audio, the control, the video, everything from a very simple interface. Yeah? So, in a nutshell, that's Ovation. And that's what we provide. Thank you very much for your time. Any other questions? www.merging.com/Ovation. Always need to get that in. Thank you very much.